Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. Both US and European markets were quite dull and marginally negative as we have stalemate on the fiscal cliff issue. Also we have Christmas holidays very nearby, so the overall activity has actually come off quite a bit and when we look at the Asian markets, we are seeing a very strong action in the Japanese markets, and they are up about 1.5 to 1.6% as the Liberal Democratic Party has won a comfortable majority there, and which has also led to weakness in the yen, and now the yen is quoting at almost about 84 to a dollar, which is at a multi-month low level against a dollar, which is driving up the Japanese equity markets. And talking about the flows, friends, on Friday we had net buying by the FIs in the cash market to the tune of about 574 crore, and the domestic institutions were sellers to the tune of about 512 crore. Back home, our markets actually managed to show some kind of a strength after about 3 to 4 days kind of a lull movement, primarily led by the banking stocks in anticipation that since the inflation data that came out was a little below than expectations, the possibility of a rate cut has actually increased, and most of the banking stocks showed a remarkable strength led by SBI, Bank of Baroda, Axis Bank, HDFC Bank, so on and so forth. And the RBI policy review meet is likely to take place on 18th of December. Market is expecting a CRR cut of 25 basis points, and some section of the market is also expecting the rate cut to happen now as the inflation data has been a little better. But it remains to be seen whether it will happen now or somewhere in Jan or Feb. But overall sentiments toward the banking stock continues to remain positive. And on that note, let me invite Shaival to take us through important F&O cues, ideas and strategies that we can have in the F&O markets. Good morning, Shaival.
Good morning.
We've seen some renewed strength in the market after some kind of a buying interest that emerged in the banking sector. So just wanted to have your views on that. Also, we've seen wild fluctuations in the Nifty premium over the past few days. It turns into a huge premium, then it comes off. So just wanted to understand, what does it mean for the market?
See, first of all, you rightly said that there's a renewed strength in the banking stock, especially the PSU banks, which are looking pretty good at this level. So if one finds a dip at this particular point of time, on intraday basis, yes, surely I would recommend to trade into the PSU banks. And talking about the premium, we have been seeing that on intraday basis, the premium goes as high to 40 points, and while settling, it settles down around say 29 to 30 points. And we have been noticing this from past couple of trading sessions. So whenever the premium is high, we feel we find some selling pressure coming in that market, and as of now the premium is around 24 points. So what we feel is that we might see some sharp bounces in the market from current juncture, because the PCR ratio is also hovering from 1.04 to 1.10, which unless it's trading above 1, this is a good sign for the market. And whenever we find some support near the lower levels in the Nifty, then we may see some sharp bounces.
Also, any other interesting ideas and built up in the positions around the important strike?
If we talk about the strikes, we have seen that the focus from the call option has shifted towards the put option gradually within say 2 or 3 days. Although we have seen reduction in 6,000 call option stands with highest number of shares in the open interest above the mark of 1 crore shares. So going forward, if we see that Nifty even surpasses 5,900, this is the level where market would find resistance, and if these levels are taken off, then probably a new up move can be seen. But as of now, this is the hurdle for the market. 5,900 also is the hurdle, and on lower side we have seen that 5,800 put option stands with the highest number of shares in open interest with 90 lakh shares. So on closing basis, this level would be important to watch on, because if we are breaking this level on closing basis, then further downside can be seen. And talking about the VWAP, the current week VWAP is at 5930. So as RBI policy is lined up tomorrow, and we have certain events globally also, we might see market would trade with lackluster, and 5930 would act as a stiff resistance for the market in coming week, and 5,800 would be the probable target on the lower side for Nifty.
Any other ideas that you can share with us?
See, from intraday perspective, we have identified 3 stocks. On Friday's trade, we have seen Mahindra & Mahindra had a good up move, so we feel that the momentum would continue in today's trade also. So we try to play on the positive side with a support of 942 rupees 35 paisa. Coal India is looking bit weak, so one can go short on Coal India and maintain a resistance of 362.05. And GAIL is also looking weak, so one can maintain a resistance of 354 rupees 10 paisa.
Right, Cheval, thanks a lot for that update.
Thank you.
Here are the important news and events that we are tracking today. First of all, in the Parliament, the amended companies bill is likely to be presented, which is basically made to tackle the serious fraud investigation and give some kind of a statutory power to this particular institute. So this is very important, and one will have to watch how it is passed in the Rajya Sabha. Q3 advanced tax numbers are out, and they have shown a growth of almost about 15%, primarily led by the banking and the financial sector. Particularly LIC has paid more than about 10 to 15% more advanced tax, about 1297 versus 1166, and even State Bank of India has paid a much higher advanced tax number. So this is a little bit positive for some of the companies in the banking sector. Friends, there are going to be major changes in the oil and gas block allocation policy by the government. Earlier, the policy was that first they were allocating the blocks to the operators, and after the operator recovers the cost, there was some kind of a profit sharing which was there between the government and the operator. But now the new policy change is aimed at doing some kind of a revenue sharing at the initial stage itself. So this could be a major policy change as far as allocation of oil and gas blocks are concerned, and this could have implications for companies like Reliance Industries, ONGC, Cain India, so on and so forth. And recently in the Rajya Sabha, Minister of State has indicated that they will be giving the gas to 5 of the companies which are currently using naphtha for their urea manufacturing. And some of the companies which could have positive implications because of that would be SPIC, Mangalore Chemical and Fertilizer, Madras Fertilizer, so on and so forth, because these companies will be able to get the gas which is much cheaper than naphtha, and also it will bring about some kind of operational efficiency for the companies. A French company DCNS will pick up 15% stake in Pipavav Defense at a price higher than 30% of the current market price, for a total sum of about 1350 crore for a 15% stake. So one can go long on Pipavav Defense with a stop loss of 91 and a target of about 96 to 98. Fortis Healthcare is likely to sell 64% stake in a dental corporation to Bupa for about 1554 crore. So one can go long on Fortis with a stop loss of 107 and a target of about 112 to 114. Nalco has actually again decided to increase the aluminum price by rupees 2000 per ton. Remember, they had done one price hike very recently, about 2 to 3 weeks before. So one can go long on Nalco with a stop loss of 46 and a target of about 48.50 to 49. Also, the case in point is that we have seen Chinese market started doing extremely well, which is good for some of the metal companies like Tata Steel, Hindalco, Sterlite, so on and so forth. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a great trading session and see you tomorrow at the same time.